So that we'll see. Again, this mobility management जो है, it is related to module number 3 only. हाँ 3 only, जहाँ पे हमने मोबाइल आईपी पढ़ा था. Okay, so this mobility management is related to that. Okay, basically mobility management की जरूरत क्यों पड़ती है, that you understand, because अभी हमें पता है that number of subscribers are large in numbers. Even the wireless technology that we are using, we are having certain devices which are having the capability of mobility. So whenever we are moving from one place to other place, definitely that might get affected with many of the things. ठीक है, तो उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए आपका मोबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट स्ट्रांग होना जरूरी है. ओके, so with the convergence of the internet and the wireless mobile communication, and with the rapid growth of your mobile subscribers, okay, इसके लिए mobility management का जरूरत है, and it is most important part. And we come across the challenging problems for wireless mobile mobility or wireless mobile communication over the internet जो कि हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं. So mobility management क्या करता है? Mobility management enables the serving networks. Okay, it enables the serving network to locate a mobile subscriber's point of attachment for delivering a data packet. That is your nothing but your location management. Okay, and maintain a mobile subscriber connection as it continues to change its points of attachment. मीन्स आपका हैंड ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. मतलब दो चीजें यहाँ पे काफी मायने रखती है इन मोबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट. दैट इज आपका लोकेशन मैनेजमेंट करना, बिकॉज वी नो दैट पीपल हु आर मतलब द सब्सक्राइबर, मोबाइल सब्सक्राइबर्स इन मोबाइल आईपी whose nature is moving, so they move from one place to other place. So we need to keep updates the location of that particular subscriber, as well as along with that when he changes the sale and he moves to the other network or other sale, so we need to take care of its handoff procedure. Okay, so उसके related ये mobility management work करता है, और उसका some part we have already seen in the mobile IP. Okay, here for your syllabus we have a network layer mobility management mechanisms. वही सिर्फ स्टडी करने के लिए दो चीजें हमें है. वन इज माइक्रो मोबिलिटी और दूसरा है आपका मैक्रो मोबिलिटी. ओके, सो ओवर द past several years a number of IP mobility management protocols have been proposed. काफी सारे हैं, उसमें से some of the protocols we are going to discuss. Okay, so इसमें एक है that is device mobility management protocol for localized, that is nothing but your micro mobility. Okay, that is nothing but your micro mobility, device mobility management protocol for localized or micro mobility, and protocols for inter domain जिसको हम मैक्रो मोबिलिटी बोलते हैं. ओके, तो सपोज आपका जो MN है, दैट इज मोबाइल नोड, द मूवमेंट ऑफ योर मोबाइल नोड बिटवीन टू सबनेट्स. अभी यहाँ पे सबनेट्स दिए, देखो सबनेट A, सबनेट B, सबनेट C. ओके, सो मूवमेंट ऑफ मोबाइल नोड बिटवीन टू सबनेट within one domain, okay, is referred to as a micro mobility. Micro, I am talking about the micro mobility right now. Okay, the movement of mobile node between two subnets within one domain is referred to as a micro mobility. Okay, now suppose for example the movement of mobile node from subnet B to subnet C, okay, in this particular figure is an example of your micro mobility. Okay, another example is an example of micromobility in UMTS, terrestrial radio access network, that is UTRON जो है हमने देखा, is movement of MN to one BS to another mobile node from one BS to another, but here both BS are belonging to same random access network, means same RAN network. Okay, while in wireless LAN it is a node movement between two access points, that is two APs. The movement of device between two network domains is referred to as a macro mobility. Okay, suppose for example the movement of MN from domain 1, domain 1 कहाँ पे है, domain 1 यहाँ पे देखो, from domain 1 to domain 2 अगर जाता है, so in that case is the example of macro mobility. Okay, now a domain represent an administrative body which may include different access network such as उसमें wireless LAN रह सकता है, 2G network रह सकता है, 3G network रह सकता है. Okay, and next generation all IP wireless networks will conclude various heterogeneous networks also. So each of them using possibly different access technologies. Therefore, satisfactory macro mobility solution supporting all these technologies is required and it is needed. Okay, so we will see how it works basically. So first we'll see the macro mobility protocols. Okay, so mobile आप IP अगर आपने याद है आपको, and description of mobile IP. So mobile IP is the most widely used protocol for macro mobility management. So अगर mobile IP का concept आप याद करोगे तो you will clearly understand what is macro mobility. Okay, so mobile IP में हमने क्या देखा था, mobile IP का इसमें कई सारे अलग अलग टेक्निक्स है, you will see one by one technique. Okay, so in mobile IP, which is the most well-known macro mobility scheme, okay, that solves the problem of node mobility by redirecting the packets from mobile node to its current location. Mobile IP अगर आपको याद रहेगा तो you will understand the statement what I have just now said. Okay, mobile IP में क्या था, it has 7 different element, बराबर. एक था उसमें मोबाइल नोड क्या, a device or a router that can change its point of attachment to the internet. Okay, दूसरा था उसमें correspondent node CN, वो क्या था, it is the partner with which MN communicates. Okay, तीसरा था home network. Okay, that is the subnet to which MN belongs. Okay, उसके बाद में था foreign network, that is the current subnet in which the mobile is visiting. Okay, उसके बाद में था होम एजेंट. होम एजेंट क्या था, होम एजेंट which provides the services for MN and is located in the home network. फॉरेन एजेंट क्या था, it provides the services to the MN while it visits the foreign network. उसमें एक केयर ऑफ एड्रेस भी था that defines the current location of the MN. Okay, and all the packets sent to the MN are ultimately delivered to the care of address, COA. Okay, so mobile IP protocol में अगर आपको याद है, so we had 3 steps at that time. एक है agent discovery थी, then registration था, and routing and tunneling. Agent discovery में क्या होता था, MN is able to detect whether it has moved into a new subnet by 2 methods. एक है उसमें एजेंट एडवर्टाइजमेंट मेथड था उसमें, और दूसरा था एजेंट सॉलिसिटेशन मेथड. ओके, इन द एजेंट एडवर्टाइजमेंट मेथड उसमें क्या होता था, एफएज एंड एचएज, आपका फॉरेन एजेंट एंड होम एजेंट advertise their presence periodically using agent advertisement messages. Okay, so these advertisement messages can be seen as a beacon broadcast into the subnet. Okay, and MN in a subnet can receive agent advertisements if no agent advertisement message are found or the arrival time is too high. The MN may send the agent solicitation messages. ओके, सो आफ्टर द स्टेप ऑफ एजेंट एडवर्टाइजमेंट और सॉलिसिटेशन, एमेन को क्या मिलता था? एमेन रिसीव्स द सीओए, केयर ऑफ एड्रेस मिलता था. द केयर ऑफ एड्रेस में बी आइदर एन एफए और अ को-लोकेटेड सीओए. ओके, केयर ऑफ एड्रेस क्या करता था? आइदर एफए, आपका फॉरेन एजेंट रहता था, या फिर को-लोकेटेड सीओए रहता था. ओके, एंड को-लोकेटेड सीओए इज फाउंड बाय यूजिंग डायनामिक होस्ट कॉन्फ़िगरेशन प्रोटोकॉल, जिसको हम डीएचसीपी कहते हैं, और पॉइंट टू पॉइंट प्रोटोकॉल. ओके, उसके बाद में होता था आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन. ओके, रजिस्ट्रेशन में क्या होता था? आफ्टर द एमएन रिसीव्स इट्स सीओए, it registers it with the HA. Okay, the main objective of registration is to inform the HA about the current location of AMIN, right? The registration may be done in two ways depending on the location of the COA. If the COA is खुद FA रहेगा, the AMIN sends the registration request to the FA, which is turned towards the which in turns forwards it to the HA. If the COA is co-located, then the AMIN may send the request directly to the HA. ऐसा दो चीजें हमने वहां पे देखी थी. ओके, उसके बाद में राउटिंग एंड टनलिंग भी था, वो भी हमने देखा था. इनकैप्सुलेशन. सो व्हेन CN sends an IP पैकेट, करस्पॉन्डेंट नोड जो अगर IP पैकेट भेजता था AMIN को, द पैकेट इज इंटरसेप्टेड बाय द HA, होम एजेंट करता था. द होम एजेंट इनकैप्सुलेट द पैकेट एंड टनल्स इट टू द AMIN का COA. ओके, with FA ka COA. Okay, the encapsulated packet reaches the FA serving the AMIN. The FA decapsulate the packet and forward it to the AMIN. So with co-located COA, the encapsulated packet reached the AMIN, which decapsulate them. So ऐसा सब ये था. Okay, so that was the procedure. Okay, अभी इसमें एक टर्म है, दैट इज पेजिंग एक्सटेंशन फॉर मोबाइल आईपी. दैट मीन्स इफ यू वांट टू सेव योर मोबाइल बैटरी और बैटरी पावर ऑफ एट एमिन, सो आईपी क्या करता है? आईपी पेजिंग मैकेनिज्म प्रपोज किया था 2000 में. हैवेरेनन करके एक नेटवर्क स्पेशलिस्ट था, उसने किया था. सो व्हाट ही सजेस्ट that paging typically includes the transmitting a request for an AMIN to a set of locations, in one of which the AMIN is expected to be present. Okay, the set of location is called as a paging area and it consists of a set of neighboring base stations. तो क्या करता था? A network that supports paging allows the AMIN to operate in two different states. एक था active state और दूसरा standby state. एक्टिव स्टेट में क्या होता था? इन एक्टिव स्टेट द AMIN is tracked at the finest granularity such as its current base station, that is resulting in no need for paging. And in the standby state, the AMIN is tracked at the much coarser granularity such as a paging area. फिर AMIN updates the network less frequently in standby mode than its active state. Okay, but the cost of paging, however, is the complexity also of the algorithm and protocols required to implement the procedures. So ये इतना popular नहीं हुआ, but paging is used in case of mobile networks. But in mobile IP, certain shortcomings are found. उसमें एक था, the packet sent from correspondent node to an AMIN are received by the HA before being tunneled to the mobile node. Okay, so however packets from the AMIN are sent directly to the CN. So this inefficient mechanism of non-optimized mobile IP is called as a triangular routing. Okay, it results in longer routes and more delay in packet delivery. Okay, that was the one problem. Then the second problem is when an AMIN moves across two different subnets, the new COA cannot inform the old COA about AMIN's current location. So packet tunnel to the old COA are lost. That was one problem. And one more problem is there, that is mobile IP is not an efficient mechanism in a highly mobile scenario as it's required an MN to send a location update to the HA. So whenever it changes its subnet. Okay, so the signaling cost for the location updates and associated delay may be very high if the distance between the visitor network and the home network is large. Okay, so that were the where the problem. So इसलिए मोबाइल आईपी में काफी चेंजेस आए बाद में, एंड मोबाइल आईपी जो था दैट मीन्स द नेटवर्क मोबिलिटी प्रोटोकॉल, ओके, और नेटवर्क लेयर मोबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट मैकेनिज्म्स, उसमें कई सारे चेंजेस आए. ओके, एक चेंज बताया गया दैट इज नोन एज ऑप्टिमाइजेशन इन मोबाइल आईपी. ओके, जो एक ऑप्टिमाइजेशन टेक्निक था जो प्रपोज किया था परकिंस एंड जॉनसन ने 2001 में. ओके, एंड वो पर्टिकुलर टेक्निक प्रपोज किया था फॉर सॉल्विंग द ट्रायंगुलर राउटिंग. ओके, द आइडिया इसके पीछे क्या था? द आइडिया इज टू इन्फॉर्म द करस्पॉन्डेंट नोड about the current location of MN so as to bypass the HA. Okay, the CN can learn the location of the COAs of the MN by catching them in a binding cache in the CN. Okay, when a CN sends the packet to an MN, it first checks if it has binding cache entry for that MN or not. If there is an entry, the CN tunnels the packet directly to the COA. If no binding cache entry is available, then the CN sends the packet to the HA, which in turn tunnel them to the COA. Okay, so binding cache का एक concept was developed to optimize the mobile IP. Okay, so which solves the problem of triangular routing. If you have a entry in your binding cache, that means the correspondent node can directly send a packet to the COA. Okay, in optimized mobile IP, the packets tunneled by the HA to the old COA are not lost in transit. When an MN register with the new foreign agent, it requires the new foreign agent to notify the previous foreign agent about its movement, as the old foreign agent now knows the location of the current foreign agent, so it can forward the packet to the new FA, which was not there when previously mobile IP का ये प्रपोज सिस्टम नहीं था. उसके पहले पैकेट वेयर लॉस्ट, पैकेट लॉस्ट होते थे काफी. So this was the proposed scheme for macro mobility in mobile IP for optimization of mobile IP. Okay, so IP based mobility management techniques, जो there are so many different techniques in IP management. Okay, जो अभी टेक्निक मैंने परकिंस का बताया in 2001, this Perkins have proposed one scheme for mobility management for solving the triangular problem. So same technique was used in mobile IPv4. Okay, and IP based mobility management techniques में वो यूज किया गया. and IP based management techniques जो है that can be implemented in several layers of the protocol. Okay, like आपका network layer में है, transport layer में है, application layer में है. Okay, and IP based mobility protocols can be used to take care of mobility for 3G and 4G based system also. Okay, उसमें एक है, अभी हम स्टडी क्या क्या करने वाले वो मैं बताता हूँ. एक है उसमें MIPv4 मीन्स MIPv4 दैट इज मोबाइल IPv4 जो परकिंस ने प्रपोज किया था 2002 में. एंड उसके कुछ वेरिएंट्स भी है जिसको हम MIPRO कहा जाता है, दैट इज मोबाइल IP विथ रूट ऑप्टिमाइजेशन. उसमें और एक उसका वेरिएंट है MIPRR, दैट इज मोबाइल IP विथ रीजनल रजिस्ट्रेशन. ये सब परकिंस का ही है, उसके अलग अलग वेरिएंट्स है. जो फर्स्ट वाला वेरिएंट था उसको 2002A कहा जाता है MIPv4 को, उसके बाद वाला वेरिएंट को 2002B कहा जाता है, उसके बाद वाला वेरिएंट को मतलब जो MIP विद RR जो है उसको 2002C वेरिएंट कहा जाता है। और एक है दैट इज MIP-LR, दैट इज MIP विथ लोकेशन रजिस्टर्स। ओके, जो जैन करके ऑथर है, उसने एस्टैब्लिश किया था 1999 में। उसके बाद में मोबिलिटी मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक में MIP-V6 दैट इज मोबाइल IPv6 मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक है, जो जॉनसन करके एक है, उसने 2004 में किया था। ओके, तो ऐसे अलग अलग टेक्निक है, उसमें से कुछ टेक्निक्स हम देखने वाले हैं। एक हवाई करके भी टेक्निक है दैट विल सी इन माइक्रो मोबिलिटी, दैट इज हवाई का फुल फॉर्म है हैंड ऑफ अवेयर वायरलेस एक्सेस इंटरनेट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। ओके, जो राम जी करके इंडियन ऑथर है, उन्होंने प्रपोज किया था इन 2000। एक प्रॉक्सी MIP-V6 करके भी टेक्निक है। ओके, IDMP करके एक टेक्निक है, दैट इज इंट्रा डोमेन मोबिलिटी प्रोटोकॉल। ऐसे वेरियस प्रोटोकॉल्स आर प्रपोज्ड एट दैट टाइम, so few of them are there for our study. Okay, so network, basically network layer mobility can be categorized into two types, एक है macro mobility और दूसरा है micro mobility. Okay, the macro mobility mechanism takes care of the global mobility, whereas mobile moves between the administrative domains. Okay, so currently we are talking about the macro mobility. उसमें first mobility है that we are going to see is the mobile IPv4. Okay, this is the diagram for mobile IPv4. Mobile IPv4 is nothing but what we have seen in mobile IP in module number 3 only. Okay, it is the mechanism developed for the network layer to support the mobility. ये पर्किंस का 2002 का proposed scheme है. Okay, so originally it was intended for the travelers with the laptops to provide the portability, and later on it adopted by the wireless community. Okay, so it supports or it supports basically the transparency about the IP layer, including the maintenance of active TCP connection and the UDP port bindings. Okay, इसमें जो मोबाइल नोड रहेगा, मोबाइल होस्ट इज identified by a node identifier such as a fixed IP, that is your home IP address. When the mobile host connects to the visited network, that is different from one that its IP address belongs to. So क्या होगा फिर? So its home network forwards packets to the mobile. So a router या फिर और arbitrary node भी हो सकता है, so which is usually known as the home agent on the user's home network forwards that particular package. So there are two different methods to deliver the packet to the mobile host when it is in the foreign network. पहला मेथड में क्या होगा? The mobile host adopts a temporary IP, suppose second IP address known as the care of address, and registers it with the home agent. When the home agent receives a packet for this user, so it encapsulates the packet in another IP packet with the care of address as the destination address and sends it to the foreign network. Okay, so encapsulating a packet within another packet until it reaches the care of address is known as a tunneling. अभी यहाँ पे the care of address in the first method is said to be a co-located, and it can be acquired via the services such as DHCP or an optimized version such as DHCP with the rapid commit. और एक मेथड है इन लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क या फिर पॉइंट टू पॉइंट कम्युनिकेशन, सिम्पसन ने जो पॉइंट टू पॉइंट नेटवर्क इन्वायरमेंट जो है उसके थ्रू किया जा सकता है. सेकेंड मेथड जो है जहां पे द मोबाइल होस्ट फर्स्ट रजिस्टर्स विद द फॉरेन एजेंट in the network it is visiting. The foreign agent sends its address to the mobile host home agent as the care of address of the mobile host. So packets that are intended for the mobile host are sent to the foreign agent after the home agent has encapsulated them with the IP address of a foreign agent. Okay, so after decapsulating the packets, the foreign agent delivers them to the mobile host. मतलब either care of address of MN or the care of address of foreign agent. ये काम होता था. अभी जो डायग्राम आपको दिख रहा है, it is nothing but the functional details of mobile IPv4. इस मोबाइल आईपी का ही है. मोबाइल आईपी हमने देखा हुआ है ऑलरेडी. द मोबाइल नोड मूव्स फ्रॉम सबनेट 1. सबनेट कहाँ पे है देखो. This is the foreign subnet 1, foreign subnet 2, and this is a home subnet. Okay. The mobile node moves from the subnet 1 to subnet 2, and in the process, it changes its layer 2 and layer 3 point of attachment, and either configure itself with the new care of address from a DHCP server, or it uses the FA's address as its new COA. Okay, so that we know. अभी इसका वर्किंग कैसे होगा? A mobile host needs to be able to learn that it has moved from its home network to a foreign network. So for this purpose, home agent and the foreign agent advertise their presence periodically in their own broadcast domains. Okay. A mobile host can also solicit agent advertisement if these advertisements are absent. So packets from the correspondent host must first travel to the home agent and then the later forwarded to the mobile host either by a way of the foreign agent or directly it can be transferred. So packet from the mobile host do not have to traverse the home agent. The mobile host sends them as usual with its home IP address as a source address, which is known as a triangular routing, जो अभी हमने प्रॉब्लम देखा. So इसके लिए काफी प्रपोज्ड टेक्निक है अलग अलग to solve this problem. Routing of all incoming packets via the home network may cause additional delay and waste of bandwidth. Okay, so however, if the correspondent host knows where the mobile host is, it can send the packet directly to the care of address of the mobile host. Okay, so this is achieved by route optimization technique जो कि परकिंस ने बताया था. So route optimization process that enables the mobile to send the mobility binding updates directly to the corresponding host. Okay, so binding update जो रहेंगे, that binding updates are sent from the home agent upon the request from the mobile, or can be sent upon receiving a warning message from a foreign agent if the mobile host changes location during a communication session. Okay. Second case में the former foreign agent will keep forwarding packets to a new foreign agent until the correspondent host updates its mobility binding cache. Okay, so this is actually known as a smooth handoff. Okay, without knowing the previous, मतलब इसमें मोबिलिटी मतलब जो यूजर को पता ही नहीं चलता that mobility is मतलब we are changing the sale and handoff is taking place. ओके इसमें और एक ऑप्टिमाइजेशन टेक्निक प्रपोज किया गया था जिसको रीजनल रजिस्ट्रेशन कहा जाता है, जो 2003 में प्रपोज किया गया था, वेयर द मोबाइल रजिस्टर्स लोकली इन विजिटेड डोमेन. In base mobile IP, a mobile host is required to register with its home agent. So each time it changes the care of address, thus causing signaling delay to the registration. If the mobile host is far away from its home agent, तो होगा क्या? तो regional registration attempts to decrease the number of home registrations by maintaining a hierarchical structure of foreign agents is used. Okay. इसमें और एक टेक्निक प्रपोज किया गया था which has two additional methods. Okay, with the first of these methods called as a network assisted mobile and network controlled handoff method, जिसको NAMONC कहा जाता है, NAMONC करके टेक्निक मेथड है. हैंड ऑफ की मेथड है. द मोबाइल होस्ट इज इन्फॉर्म्ड बाय द नेटवर्क that a layer 2 handoff is anticipated. So here it is proposed to use the simultaneous binding in order to send a multiple copies of the traffic to potential point of the attachment before the actual movement take place. दूसरा जो मेथड है, that method called नेटवर्क इनिशिएटेड मोबाइल टर्मिनेटेड मेथड, जिसको NIMOT कहा जाता है, जिसमें हैंड ऑफ मेथड है, which proposes extension to the base mobile IP so that foreign agents can utilize the information from layer 2 itself, and foreign agent use layer 2 triggers to initiate a pre-registration prior to receiving a formal registration request from the mobile host. ये जो दोनों methods है that are considerable that are considered for the for optimizing the IP mobile IP, okay, तो उसके optimization के लिए use किए गए थे. Now the question, what kind of question you will expect in the examination, because there are few more what we can say, few more protocols are there. The first one we have just now seen, that is mobile IP v4, which is nothing but the mobile IP. It is similar kind of protocol or similar kind of working that we have seen in the case of mobile IP. Same ही है, कुछ भी different नहीं है. But we still have 2 to 3 more techniques to learn, जिसमें एक है MIPLR, that is mobile IP with the location register. Okay, that one macro mobility technique we have for study. और दूसरा है मोबाइल IPv6, मतलब IPv6 में मोबिलिटी कैसे होता है in the case of mobile management or mobility management, that we need to study. These are certain methods which are, और एक उसमें फास्ट मोबाइल IPv6.